Hello, hello, hello. So we are going to do a game preview of Crusader Kings 3. Now, this is a newer strategy game that came out back in September of 2020, and it is on the PC Game Pass. Now, this is on PC, so I don't want to mislead you. I did not see that this was on Xbox. Honestly, I did not even look, but I don't think it is. It did come up on Game Pass for PC, and I turned some settings down, and I think this will run fine on this computer. My computer is not, top of the line. I'll show you here on graphics how I have it set up, and I'm using my big screen TV, my 4K TV, but it works well. Let's see. Turned these things down. Some of these things were set on high. I turned them to medium. Everything else, I think I turned this down. It was set up on 2048, like 2K, and I moved it down to 1K. I think that'll be sufficient. This I left alone. This just came up defaulted certain ways, and I left those things alone. This came up as off. I decided to just set it for 60. I know that is probably, with this setup, everything I have, that's probably the best I'm going to be able to get, 60 frames per second. So I went with that. Now, you also have some audio settings. Now, remember, I set this up to suit the recording. By the way, if you hear my laundry going in the background, I apologize, but, a guy's got to live and do his stuff. So I've got some laundry going. Hopefully when I go through my sound filtering and everything, it will take that out. But sometimes I get the feeling that some of that is lurking in the background, and y'all probably using headphones, you probably hear some of these strange noises. Nonetheless, so I've got my sound down so that you can hear me better. I turned the music off because we know with the crazy legal things that are going on, I just, and plus I don't want to have every video of mine held up for 30 to 60 days while I fight with the music companies to allow me to show my video on YouTube without them taking the $1.50 or something I might make off of it. It's ridiculous. Anyway, but I left my sound effects and everything else up, so you do have some options here. Now, game-wise, you have some options here for your tooltip and different things. Now, you do have, you cannot show stuff like this, I guess. Oh, and this, I haven't seen any nudity in this. I did fool around with it for about an hour last night, so I would at least know something about this game. But I'm still going to go through the tutorial with you so that you can see. If you go through the tutorial in this game and you are not interested in playing it by the time you're done with the tutorial, then you're probably not going to like this game very much. Now, I'm just going to be honest. It's a strategy game, and it's one of those games, there's a lot of things to learn. I think once you learn those things and get familiar with how the game works, I think it's a good game. Just based off my first little interaction, though, I have not played it long term, okay? So, I'm trying to be fair, but at the same time, I've not played it for a long length of time, so. And I've not seen anything like this. I don't even know why this is there, but I'm just going to leave it. That's the way it was defaulted to that, so I'm just going to leave it that way. So that's our settings out here that we can affect, and that's really all your game settings. You don't get a lot of game settings. Now, this is where I started the tutorial last night. We're going to do a new game, and we're going to start the tutorial. Now, if you don't know how to turn on the tutorial, or if you do the part of the tutorial and then you leave it for a week or two and you come back, just remember, when you do a new game, you can go up here and hit play tutorial, and it will make you play through as this dude here in Ireland, which I think is perfect. It's a good, easy start. Now, the game, there are game rules you can look at. There is a difficulty mode if you want to say, oh, make it easy. Oh, it's so hard. And that's fine. I have no problem with that. Matter of fact, I would not be surprised if I did that. And then there's Iron Man. Now, there are achievements enabled in this game, but you only get them if you play it like on Iron Man. Matter of fact, let me go back. Can we go back? Let's go back. Achievements. You can only get achievements. Let me show you this. Oh, it's not going to tell me, is it? Well, anyway, achievements can only be gotten if you play under a harder mode. You're not going to get achievements for just, for just going through the tutorial or just playing like when I play, I'm just going to play for fun and relax. I would probably never get an achievement in this game because I don't know that I would play Iron Man and all that. I could play Iron Man, but I just don't know that I would. Anyway, let's go into the tutorial. So the tutorial does take some time. Okay, I'm not going to read all of this to you. You can definitely pause the game or the video and read anything you want to read. Okay, but because I am new to this game, I have never played a Crusader Kings game. Okay, I've never done it. So I want to do the tutorial, and I did a little bit of it last night, but it was late. I was very tired, and I don't think I did very well. So I'm going to play the tutorial and take you with me, and hopefully this will be a good thing. They have some interesting, cool art here. Okay, here we are, and it does have a little sound to it. You'll hear some sound. So welcome to Crusader Kings 3. You are a medieval ruler. Woo. Your reign may be brief. Yes, you could die for any number of things, We could simply just catch a cold and die back then. They might come and bleed you to death. Who knows? But anyway, land is yours for the taking by way of the sword or through marriage and clever diplomacy, etc., etc. Now notice here, there is no way to win in Crusader Kings 3. Only different ways to enjoy your story as it unfolds. In other words, there's no ending typically to the game. I guess if you manage to somehow conquer the entire world, let me show you. This is actually a pretty big world. There's England here. You'll notice Europe is over there too. Now I did not scroll out, but look. France is over here. Here, oh, maybe I should scroll out. Give me a second. Let's scroll out a little. That's the Holy Roman Empire, Poland, Croatia. Look at this map. Look at this map. Now, I don't know if we can actually go to all these places and conquer all these places. But look, it looks like people are set up already with certain rulers and things. This is impassable terrain. How interesting. So, it's a big map. There's a lot of places in the world. You can probably play a lot of different ways. I think this is a pretty cool idea. They're making me like the game more now that I've seen this. Look at this. I think that's cool. All the way down in Africa and over in the Middle East. Wow, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now, what is up here? This is Jarldom of Ireland. What does that mean? There is actually... Is this Greenland? I wonder if this is supposed to be Greenland. Possibly. Anyway, it doesn't really matter, does it? It's Osterland or Vesterland, and I'm not saying those correctly. I'm intentionally being dumb. So you can, don't be offended. I'm just being silly. Okay. Anyway, so back to our guy. Our guy is here in Munster, in the Isle of Arran. Oh wait. Anyway, it's Ireland. I'm supposed to be Irish, and I'm horrible. Okay, let's just say it. Let's just get it out of the way. But anyway, nonetheless, so this is our guy. This is our little area. Now they're going to go through and show us all this stuff. I did all that just to show you the map, because I mean it's interesting that they made such a big map. There's a lot of stuff to do. It makes the game more interesting. Okay, all right. So let's move on. Remember, we are a medieval ruler. We're lucky to have indoor plumbing, okay? Now, here it says you can use the WASD keys. I can tell you from my experience that the arrow keys do work. And I like the arrow keys. WASD, that was something we used, and I've used it. We used that years ago. But really, once we started doing these little arrow keys, I was like, I don't want to use those anymore. I want to use the arrow keys. I don't know why, but I like the arrow keys. Anyway, so you can move the camera across the map. Pressing the home key takes you to your realm capital. Let's press home. Ta-da! We're there. This is it. This is our home capital. notice here you can highlight. They're going to go through this in the tutorial, but you can look at some different things here and get a quick definition of things. Anyway, to zoom in and out of the map, use the scroll wheel. That's what I was using before, and I didn't tell you, but I'm scrolling out on the wheel, and I'm scrolling back in on the wheel. It's actually pretty simple. Okay. Let's see. Different information is displayed at the different zoom levels. That's true. When you zoom further in, you can see a little more detail. When you zoom out, you'll notice things change and you get a little less detail. But I find that to be pretty useful myself. I mean, I think that's pretty good. And if you hit home, it does zoom you back in. So, and let's see. And I am having a little coffee, so pardon me if I slurp or something. I will try not to be too bad. Now here's pausing basics. Now here's your speed of the game. Your game speed, you can make it faster. Right here they have it on normal. For me, if I was really playing, I would probably make it really slow. But here it's paused. If you hit this, it'll go. This will unpause. I'm being dumb. It will unpause. It will go. If you hit this, it will go. Nonetheless, and look at that, and see, sometimes when you're dragging around, the map moves on you. Now it's not really supposed to move based off of your mouse, but I find that it does sometimes. See, it does move, but you can quickly hit home. It'll take you right back where you were. Now if you're not home though, then I don't know, then you have to figure that out on your own. Okay, so anyway, it spans hundreds of years. Time stands still. The game is paused. Right, they're going to pause the game a lot through this, so don't worry about it. You'll see highlighted text. That means you can move your cursor over it. See, we can move our cursor over it, hover over highlighted phrase inside the highlighted. Okay, and then if you do this, see how this can have a highlighted text, and then you do that and you get a window within a window. It's nice to know, it's nice to have. It's probably a little too much information, but whatever. It could be useful, is all I'm getting at. Alright, so here we go. Rulers of land. Now we're going to talk about the game, actually. Everything takes place on the map before you. The world consists of large and small territories. Titles held by various rulers, of which we are one. And it says here, you'll notice it says here, it says we are a petty king of Munster. I like Munster cheese, so it's not spelled quite that way, I don't think. Nonetheless, I'm getting distracted again. We're a duchy or a duchy. I'm just being dumb. Just anyway, feudal, you can create all these things. There's a lot of information here, and I guess I should stick with the tutorial. I'm sorry, I'm running off. Anyway, landed titles held by various rulers. Like him, our dude. This is our dude. We did not make our own dude, okay? So we could get into stuff like that, but oh, look here. It shows, like, this is grandmama and grandpapa. And this is our parents. And this is our son, who likes us pretty good. The plus, the green plus, says how much they like us or think of us. This is our half sister. I don't think she likes us very much. This is our half brother. He seems to think we're okay. And this is our half brother, and he seems to think we're a little better. So that's good. And you notice everyone is, she's insular Irish. I was going to say everyone's Catholic, but I'm not sure what insular is. What is insular? Oh, they are not Roman Catholic. Oh, they have drifted away from Catholicism. The shame. The shame. Don't mind me. I'm just... Anyway, I'm being silly. Alright, so let's talk about the... Oh, we talked about that. So, the icon representing your realm is that of your primary title. So, we have the petty kingdom of Munster, and that is our realm, or that's our primary title. We have a secondary earldom of Thomond, or Thomond. We have claim to the Kingdom of Ireland. This is unpressed claim. Now, you'll notice on our map, hold on a second, let me move us over a little bit. Watch how the whole island of Ireland turns green. So we can lay claim to the whole kingdom, but I don't think we're going to do that immediately. This is Thomond, that shows our ruling. We're ruling there, and this shows Munster. We're supposed to rule all of Munster, which is this lower half. It's 3 sections. Okay, let's move on. I'm probably going too long, so if you hover over your character portrait, the coat of arms over the realm capital will glow, and the entirety of your realm will be highlighted. See here? Now, Munster is your primary title, which is why your realm is named after it. You also hold the earldom of Thomond as a separate title, which I think we got into that, didn't we? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to let them lead us through this instead of me running my mouth so much, okay? Alright. Wait, go back a second. If you zoom out, it will read Munster on this part of the map. Right, if we zoom out, we did that a minute ago, we're going to do it again. See, it says Munster. Okay. Alright. Let's move on. As ruler, you can only hold so much land on your own. You will often have other rulers helping. They'll hold titles. They're your vassals. In other words, like this guy, this earldom, this dude, whoever this guy is, he is answerable to you. Okay. To find your own land, your domain, press the home key and zoom in. So we'll press the home key, like they say, and we'll zoom in. Okay, now that's as far as it zooms in. Okay. But when we zoom in, you can see the blue labels on the baronies that belong to you. In this case, it will only be this one. It's only this. So this is our only one, okay? The earldom of Ormond is held by your vassal. Now, Ormond is over here to this side. You who? You? Who? No? We're not moving? No, we're not moving. That's because we're in this oh, there we go. Anyway, so Ormond is this over here. This is what I was trying to take us. And the control is not cooperating, which is disturbing to me. There we go. Wow, that's really... Alright, anyway, so this is the guy that... He runs this for us, in other words, you know. So, I understand. Let's move forward. So, characters. You play one of many characters in the world, represented by your avatar, this dude. You'll need to make sure that your dynasty survives and thrives throughout the ages. Your dude will die, and you will play whichever your children succeed him. So you want to make sure you have children, and at least one of them, the one that's going to be the heir, you hope to groom them to rule. You know. So click on your character. Okay, let's click on our character. Ta-da! Now here they're going to go over skills. The main skills are diplomacy, martial. Now wait, let's look at this. Diplomacy. Diplomacy is, you know, the ability to negotiate and persuade. They say charm as well, so that makes sense. And you can have diplomatic schemes. The corresponding lifestyle is the diplomacy lifestyle. Like if you want that to be your main focus. Martial. Martial is war. Leading armies into battle, fight, 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 kill, kill, kill. This is my main interest, okay? I'm just going to say it. You know, I might play around with other stuff later, but that would be my main interest right now. You get good advantages in battle and you'll be able to fight. Okay, stewardship. Stewardship is about managing your domain, you know, increasing your money. Let's see, what's the... Well, and it's about managing your resources, what you have, and taking care of everything. Hopefully you would take care of your people, and your people would love you. I don't know. I haven't played that far. So intrigue, this is more of the sneaky, stealthy, spy versus spy style, you know, intrigue. And then learning. Learning is way more... Let's read their thing here. Learning is a skill measuring a character's literacy and wisdom. The learning skill of a ruler affects the cost of increasing crown authority and also yields an amount of monthly piety. Characters with high learning can be expected to have extensive knowledge of all common scholarly endeavors, including theology, philosophy, language, and mathematics. I'm not sure how that benefits us. I mean, definitely learning, I guess, would help you in a technological way, but I don't see a lot of technology here, so I'm not sure. I'm just not sure how that's going to benefit us. I tried to think about that and think that through. So anyway, so our dude, let's look at him. His prowess is terrible. His learning, and that's not even highlighted, but it's just something to note. His learning is terrible. His intrigue is poor. His stewardship is average, so he's okay as managing his resources and stuff. He's okay. His martial, this is why with him, if you're going to play him, you want to be interested in war. He is very good at the war part of business. He's very good at, raising armies and kicking your butt. And his diplomacy is poor. In other words, he's apt to just look at you in a mean way and chop your head off. Okay, so that's it. Now we're going to go through some other things. Let me move on and I won't distract us. Now here, these are character traits. Now we can have certain traits. They affect your skills. You notice here, these affect your skills. Like, your learning. He's impatient. His piety, he gets just a little piety. Intrigue is poor, so his discovery chance is low, and his hostile scheme success chance is, it's okay. And he's wrathful, so he gets a -1 to his intrigue. His stewardship is average, so you notice he gets a little bonus from being temperate. His holy size roam, so he gets a little something there. He gets taxes, and his domain limit is +1. Some of this, I'm not sure what all this means. Now here, because he's so good at this, you notice he gets better bonuses here, and his wrathful actually gives him a +3 to this. Skilled tactician gives him a +6. He gets this levy size and reinforcement rate, so he gets advantages when commanding armies in battle. And here on diplomacy, he sucks. He's wrathful, so that's a -1. His prestige goes down. His general opinion, people's opinion of him go down. So it's like, no, it's not very diplomatic, okay? All right, so we're going to look at the traits, though. And we are temperate. Temperate gives us a small boost. Let's see. To stewardship. It gives us a small health bonus. Opinion of temperate characters. We get a little plus with them. But gluttonous characters who are more greedy and more into themselves, more selfish, they're going to think a little less of us. We're virtuous to Catholics, so the Catholic opinion is good. We get a little piety, okay? According to this character, it's best to enjoy things in moderation because we're temperate. Now, wrathful. Wrathful is different. This character is quick to anger and fury. And it affects your diplomacy. It brings your diplomacy down. It gives you a bonus to your fighting, and it brings down your intrigue. And natural dread. Now, dread is a measure of how feared you are. Because he's a bit wrathful, he gets a little extra to his dread, meaning dread makes it viable to play as a tyrant because unruly vassals can become intimidated or terrified, making them too scared to oppose you. So, just saying, he has a little bit of that in him, okay? Alright, so then there's impatient. Now, impatient affects his learning, brings it... Okay, stay... No, it doesn't want to stay with that one. Huh, let's go over here. Okay, so... Wow, it doesn't want to stay in the impatient window. Let me just read it. So, your learning goes down. Your prestige is improved for some reason, and I can't hover over that, so I can't tell you why, because if I try... Wait, it let me do it this time. So, why is this +20? Anyway, he's impatient, so he gets some prestige, but he gets a little less on these things. Hostile scheme power, he gets a little extra bonus to his hostile schemes. How interesting. And opinion of patient characters, not very good. So he thinks most things should happen fast. Ideally, they should happen now. So he's impatient. Now, they don't mention this, but he's also a skilled tactician, which is an education trait. I'm not sure how that plays into things. And he's an unyielding defender. He knows one thing above all else: this is as far as the enemy goes. So he's an unyielding defender. He will fight, I guess, to the death there as needed. Alright. Now, when a character chooses to behave contrary to their personality traits, it can cause them stress. So, when we play these characters, I think they expect us to kind of role play and play along with the way they should be. So, like, if you chose a generous character, then you should play as a generous character. If you choose a calm character, you should play more calm. And if you choose fickle, then that's a little more fun. I mean, to me, I think fickle means you could just kind of, you know, be kind of crazy and do what you want. Okay. Nonetheless, let's move on. Traits can also impact how other characters react to you. Some people are impressed by brave trait. The brave trait is good. While a lustful character, meaning carnal desires burn hot, is more likely to feature in salacious caution. So it affects how people look at you and what they think of you, and if they hold like tendencies to you, they, you know, all characters all have an opinion of one another. Low opinion can cause people. High opinion, yes, you can read these for yourself, and just, you know, how you choose to interact with people. Their opinion of you will matter. Like here, our son has a pretty good opinion of us, partly because we're his dad, partly because we are, it says Confederate partition, same dynasty, so whatever. And temperate, personal diplomacy, we get a -3 there, so I'm not surprised. So we're going to move forward. To further your goals, you will need gold. Among other things, gold pays for buildings, armies, etc. Gold is collected passively from your holdings and your vassals as tax. However, money can't buy everything. Certain things can only be achieved by spending prestige. And for religious matters, you have to use piety. So you can see the current state of your gold, prestige, and piety up here. This is our gold. This is our prestige and our piety. What is this? And this is our renown. Level of splendor is insignificant. And we have a very low progress toward noteworthy. What's this? This is our soldiers, knights and soldiers, decent quality. And this is our domains, holdings. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's move on. Your prestige tells how respected you are. It can be earned passively over time by holding many titles, or, let's see, for example, or actively, such as by marrying into prestigious dynasties or fighting as an ally in wars. Whenever you earn prestige, you build towards your next level of fame. Okay. I saw that here. When you look here, we're building to a level of... So these windows within a window is a good thing until you move down and then the window decides to go away. But sometimes I move too quickly and it makes the window go away for some reason. But you have all these levels of splendor: insignificant, noteworthy, reputable, well-known, significant, famous, glorious, fabled, and legendary. Now you want to get to legendary, you know you do. Alright. Okay, some actions cost prestige, like declaring war. They allow you to leverage your celebrity for your own benefit, and characters won't think less of you for using them. Spending prestige does not affect your level of fame progress, just your current prestige. Okay, so if you spend your prestige, it won't cause you to lose fame, but it will affect your current level of prestige, which might affect your progress, I guess, to the next one. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, So with a lot of piety, you have an easier time interacting with your head of faith, such as the Pope. You're a Catholic, so there you go. It can be gained passively from the learning skill and virtuous traits, or actively from pious actions, such as going on a pilgrimage. You also have a level of devotion which builds over time whenever you gain piety, and you can have positive effects for your character. So right now we have a level of devotion as dutiful, but we could become faithful, and the clergy would have a better opinion of us if we're faithful. Well, we lost the window. That's fine. Sometimes those windows within a window, just understand that as you move around, sometimes if you're like me and you move a little too quick, you're gonna lose it. You also have a level of devotion which can give you certain bonuses. Okay. So lifestyle, as well as traits and characters, you pick a lifestyle. Your lifestyle is going to depend on how you want to be. Now here's our choices on lifestyle: diplomacy, martial, which is more warlike, stewardship, intrigue, and learning. As time goes by, your character will earn lifestyle experience for maintaining a particular lifestyle. So, this is a benefit to us. You should choose, however you choose to live, that's how you should play the game and act as best you can, okay? Perks represent you practicing and developing yourself over time and offer unique bonuses. Alright, so perks are unlockable boons, okay? Choose a focus. Okay. Now, for us, this is our lifestyle. I mean, this definitely for him, this is our lifestyle. Now, here's lifestyle focus. Strategy focus. Authority focus. Now, strategy is more like, okay, luck can win a duel, a fool can win a battle, it takes more to win a war. And this adds to your martial. It adds to your warlikeness. Okay, authority focus. To rule is to make all aspects of the realm move in unison and work together. Now this is focusing on authority. You're still focusing on martial, but you're focusing on authority. Why is this over here? Serve the crown? I thought we were doing... Okay, so we have overseer, a man's home. Alright. Okay, anyway, authority focus. And then chivalry focus. Now, chivalry focus, victory comes not through blood or gold, but honor. And this improves certain things about you. Okay, and all of these have certain advantages. They all give you advantage in the martial or the war style. Now, I was thinking we would go with a strategy focus, but it looks like they've given us this, and I can't, it doesn't look like I can change that. So what's the trait here? You gain the trait overseer. Anyway, so they've selected this overseer for us. Now, I think the overseer goes more with the authority focus. So I'm going to go with the authority focus, okay? It does give us a little extra, and it gives us a little dread. So it's not bad. It can be changed once every 5 years. I don't know what that means exactly. So we changed, we chose a focus, okay? And I tried to make it go with what they had opened up here. Since they didn't let me select this, I imagine when you do your game normally, you know... Oh, wait. You can reset perks. All of your are refunded. You gain... Oh, but you gain stress. Okay, well, I don't want to do that then. We'll just move on. That's fine. Okay. So other characters and interacting. Now we've selected a focus. We can move on to other people. Open your character view. So we should just click on him. That should do that. Right click your player's heir. This dude. Now, we want to send a gift to him. So we want to, basically, we're trying to bribe him. Or he's your son. You can just say you're sending a gift to him just for the heck of it. So we're going to send him 50 gold. And he'll gain a little opinion of us. Okay, let's send a gift. Now, sometimes certain opinion modifiers last forever, but monetary gifts do not last forever, okay? We've increased his opinion of us, but it will not last forever. You can see what causes his opinion to be what it is, and you can see he received a gift, and you can see that it's going to be detrimental. It's going to decrease over the upcoming years, okay? Alright. Now, like I said, this game seems kind of in-depth in certain ways, and it could be once you get into your military portion of it that will not be so much, but that's the way it is right now. So next, let's talk about your dynasty. It's only game over if you do not have an heir, right? So like, he's probably, like, he's our only heir right now, so if we died, he would be the guy. That's who we would play next. They will grow old and eventually die, right? As long as your titles have heirs, your dynasty, your legacy will live on. When your current character dies, you simply start playing a new one to player heir. Depending on the type of succession your realm has, this is likely to be one of your children, perhaps that you have groomed to rule, hopefully, right? Alright. We can click on that. Okay, so Dynasty Head, that's us. House Head Heir, and that's our son right there. He is, oh, he's only 18. Wow, they made him look a little older, but that's okay. Nonetheless, he is the heir, so you get the idea there. Now, succession laws. Succession laws determine how all titles open the realm view on the right side of the screen. Now, this is where I'm saying there's a lot of buttons in this game. There's buttons down here, and this is realms, and this is realm. So sometimes that might be a little confusing. There's a lot of buttons. I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying there's a lot of buttons. I'm going to take it back to there. We're going to come over here and we're going to click the realm like they want to. And you'll notice the screen, everything's moving while I'm doing that. I'm just going to hit home periodically and bring us back. Now, succession laws, inspect the succession tab. You can check here. Okay. All children inherit equally. Male preference, gender law. Designated heir, none. Oh, why is that? Hold on a second. I thought he was our shared by. Okay, as a member of a dynasty, you also are shared by everyone in your dynasty. Increasing your renown as the dynasty head. Renown will allow you to unlock dynasty legacies that will benefit all your kin. To view the dynasty legacy of a dynasty, click on their dynasty coat of arms. This is where, okay, see, like right there, that's kind of too much of the same saying over and over. So it seems a little confusing. But this, Confederate partition, all children inherit equally. Your titles will be divided equally between your children, new titles. Men take precedence over women in succession. Okay. You do not have absolute crown authority? I can't do that. Huh. Okay, how interesting. Alright, so let's move on. To ensure our dynasty, we need family members. Getting married is a good start, but we cannot promise that you will marry for love. Okay, so we're going to click on our character. I think we're going to find a spouse. Yes, for unmarried characters in your domain, you can set up marriages or betrothals, right-clicking on the character and choosing Find Spouse or Arrange Marriage. Now, I'll tell you something else. You can right-click on your character. You can also just click here and say Find a Spouse. Because you have no spouse. See, you can just do that, and that works just as well. Alright, so that brings us up here. Now here you have a couple of options, and they tell you some of this too. You have some options on sorting people out, right? So I want to find someone, because I am not very good at diplomacy. I want to find somebody that's good in diplomacy, but has a good opinion of me. Well, she does. Well, she's 19. Let's check her out for a second. She's a compassionate lackey. Oh, by the way, if you hover over this, all of these say the same thing. They will act against you and others according to their personality. So make sure you pick personality traits that you want, that you like. Okay, so she's good with diplomacy. She's temperate, so that makes her think more of us and we'll get along better. Gregarious. Enjoys spending time with other people. I think that's okay. Content. Okay, so she is content. So she's not bad. What is her? And her diplomacy is high, which I want that. It's good. She doesn't have to have all this other stuff. Her stewardship is not the greatest. Her intrigue's terrible. Okay, so that's okay. And she's a... Why does this girl like us more? Let's see what's up with her. Uh-oh. Intrigue. I don't know about that. She's temperate. Oh, she's arrogant, though. I would look for someone who... I don't care if they're lowborn or not. It can be helpful if they're not lowborn, but it doesn't really matter. You can gain certain things if they're not. But I was really looking for someone to kind of... Because he's not much of a diplomat at all, as we saw. I think it would be useful. Oh, she's in our court, though. How interesting. She's in our court. And so, of course... Of course she would marry us. Interesting. That is interesting. So there's her. There's been healed. There's Virginia. Compassionate lackey, unmarried. Okay, this is a bold fool. You really want to look at their... at what they are. Arrogant, impatient. Arrogant and impatient. She does have good diplomacy, but... Oh, this guy does not like us. I don't know if this is a good thing or not. Oh, that's his opinion. Oh, this is her opinion of him. Oh, well, that's interesting. Okay, so she has a good opinion of us. Okay, alright. Okay, so that's fine. Well, that's what I thought. Okay. So let's see who else we got here. We got Waffled, a compassionate absolver, indulgent wastrel. I don't want that. Gregarious, So this is kind of a partier. Forgiving, though, well, that's useful. That's good. Diplomacy is good. Tell you what, let's go back up and let's sort by diplomacy. Who has the best diplomacy? But they have to like us. The highest diplomacy that likes us is what I'm looking for, and it looks like it's probably her. She has pretty good diplomacy, which would help us out. She's temperate, which we would get along. Gregarious, it'll be okay. And content. She's content, so that she might actually work out for us now. Oh, this is her opinion of the Countess, and that's the Countess's opinion of me. I think she would be a good match. I don't think this is who I chose. They must change these up. That's not who I chose last night when I was fooling around. But that's okay. I wanted to get, you know, a good high level, what do I call it, diplomat. I want to have a diplomatic wife because my guy is not going to be very diplomatic, you know. Now see if you could what's she? Oh, potential alliance. Now see, you could marry for an alliance. She thinks a lot of her dude. They think okay of me. Quick, diplomacy, charismatic, negotiator, trusting, gregarious, zealous. That's not bad. See, that could be useful because there you could possibly team up with somebody. But I'm not going to marry for that right now. And I don't know about her. Where is she at? House Lane? We choose violence. Oh, but she's lustful and stubborn. And I don't think she would be handy to me. Oh, she's barren. Okay, well that would not be good. I didn't check that out on the other girl. I didn't see that she was barren. I don't think this girl is barren. She seems okay. It doesn't say she's barren. Since you want to make sure that you're having children, you know. Okay, so we're going to send a proposal to this girl. Not that girl. Hold on, let's go back a second. Let me find her again. Where did she go? There she is. Okay, so we're gonna put her up here. I want to make sure that we get the right one. Okay, so we're going to send her a proposal. She will accept. Okay. Yeah, children we born into our house. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so we're going to be married. Oh, she's got the little crown. How cute. Okay, to the amicable king, petty king. I accept your proposal. You'll be joined with my... Okay, may God grant you long life and many children. Okay. We will go excellent. Alright. So we have chosen arranged marriage can be useful matchmaking your courtiers. Let's see, choose an arranged marriage. Yep, okay. So we chose. There are many factors to consider. Some traits are congenial. Well, I kind of skipped through some of this, I'm sorry, but you notice I was looking at their traits and trying to figure out what I wanted. By clear characters button in between characters you're sending. Well, whatever. We moved. I think we moved on. We did that. We sent our proposal. So we did that. Now, we recommend that you use Find Spouse for your son as well. Okay, so we do want our son to get married, right? So let's go to the previous. Oh, that was not what I wanted. Hold on a second. Let's just get out of this for a second. Let's go back. Ah, here we go. So we're going to find a spouse for our son, right? Right. We're going to find a spouse for him. I'm going to do it this way because this is easier for me. Now let's see what our son is, though. What's he good at? He's not a good learner, not good at intrigue. His stewardship is not great. His martial is okay. His diplomacy is okay, not great. So he needs somebody that will have some stewardship and maybe one of these two traits a little bit at least. So let's see who we're going to find. So really, let's see if we can find someone who represents good stewardship and has a good opinion of him. She is just. She is lustful. Well, that can be fun. She's content, though. So that's not bad. That's not bad. And she has an okay opinion of him. She has a better opinion of him. She is temperate, but she is vengeful. But she is temperate and just, but she is vengeful. Something to... Oh, look at this. Oh, but she doesn't like any of us, I don't think. I don't think she would count. I don't think she would be helpful. She is zealous and just and temperate. Those are not a bad combination. This is not going to work out. She's a -10. She doesn't like us very much. Generous. I don't want generous. Temperate. Craven. I don't want craven. Oh, I don't want lazy. Just mark her off. What's this? Comely. Oh. So she is... Oh, but she's arrogant and lustful and temperate. I don't know if I trust her, though. She's arrogant. That can be a problem. She's just and temperate and craven. See, I don't want craven. Sorry, I think I just hit the mic. Alright, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to roll back up. We're going to take one of these girls that I saw early on that looked reasonable, that like him pretty good, and I think she would be alright for him. Where was that 20? I think this girl, she is temperate. Now, she is vengeful, but she's temperate and just. There was another girl. She is zealous, just, and temperate. Oh, she's a little old for him, though, ain't she? Oh, he won't. Yeah. See, she's more closer to his age, probably be better. Even though she is vengeful, though. That hurts their diplomacy. Oh, she's sinful to Catholics. Wait, what? Hold on. What do you mean she's sinful to Catholics? She's Catholic Gaelic. Is that not okay? Oh. Well, that's too bad. That's probably not going to work in our favor then. I was trying to get someone who would help run the country. in a good way and not be crazy. Just lustful and content. So why was... Okay, let me go back to this girl. She's lowborn. Sinful to Catholics, though. Virtuous to Catholics. Does that kind of weigh each other out? It looks like that kind of balances each other out. Temperate and vengeful. And plus she gets a little boost to her stewardship. Now she's not much on diplomacy though. She's not going to help in the diplomacy. It would be nice if I had somebody who would help in both areas, but you're probably not going to get both. Alright, we're going to go for it. She will accept. Okay. No immediate effects, but at least he's married. That's something. So we got him married. I think that's a good thing. So I understand. I thought it was a good idea to get him married. The player heir will always come from your dynasty and most often your house. It won't hurt to keep an eye on your family and their line of succession. Okay. Not everyone in your dynasty will be landholders. Okay, so I'm sorry, this is an in-depth tutorial and there's a lot to learn here. But I thought it would be better to go ahead and get him married off if I continue to play this game in the future. Every title is legally, technically, but sometimes not in practice. Oh, okay. So if someone decides not to listen to you, then basically they are not under your rule if they decide they are not under your rule. Okay. We say legally because Crusader Kings 3 lets you play with history. There's no way to guarantee that a king is actually in control of all the titles that his kingdom is supposed to contain. So in other words, you are supposed to contain or control a certain area, but if someone rebels, you know, you can't do that. Then we call this title hierarchy de jure. If the structure has been broken, it's often possible to declare war. Okay. Change to the Dukey titles map mode. Okay, I don't know where. Oh, here we go. See, there's so many buttons. There's so many buttons. This is one thing that I'm having some issue with. Okay, return to the realms map mode. Okay, so this is map mode buttons. Okay, so this is map mode. Okay, so we can deal with that. But you can see that we should be controlling all of this, and these people are kind of being rebellious right now. Okay, consists of 3 counties, so we should be controlling all of these counties, and that's Demond, Desmond, and Ormond. Now Ormond is being held by our buddy over here, and he's doing his job, and we're holding Demond, which is under there, but this guy's being a rascal, and he is doing his own thing. Holdings provide different levels of taxes and levies. We suggest you start by upgrading bastions and curtain walls. Now click on your capital holding, which is this building, or this banner, or whatever you wish to call this. So they want us to click on this. Okay. And notice it's us. Now if you click on this and you get something else that comes up and it doesn't have this, you've just accidentally clicked on the wrong thing. So don't sweat it. I got caught up in that last night for 10 or 15 minutes, and then I found that I had just misclicked somehow. But here we go. Now they're saying we should upgrade our bastions. This says walls and towers. This says bastions and curtain walls. Okay, well that is what it is. Anyway, we should upgrade this. So it takes 3 years to upgrade, and it's going to cost some money. So well done. Well done. You've done well. Okay, so we can close this. You can look at your tax and your loot and levies and stuff down here. This is information, things that you have done or that has been done. And well, they'll talk about that. Let me just continue. As ruler, you're likely to be the liege of at least one vassal. These are rulers who have sworn fealty to you. Open the realm view on the right side. It's highlighted. So this is the realm view. This is the military view, council, things of that nature. Okay, inspect the vassals. The vassals. Okay. Okay, what about the vassals? I've forgotten already. At the top of the list is the ruler of Ormond, whose land you can see on the map. That's here. Okay, so right now, oh, that's his diplomacy and stuff. Okay. He's not doing anything weird. Alright. It's worthwhile keeping your vassals happy. This keeps them out of schemes and factions against you. No matter how mighty a ruler your character is, if your realm unites against you, either to depose you through war or to just murder you while you sleep, your reign is bound to be cut short. May serve on your council, making their opinion extra important as they will be trusted with councilor tasks. Okay. There's a vassal limit. There's how many vassals you can comfortably be in charge of. Okay. Okay. Now, your realm is the complete body of land. Now, for some reason, this slides up off my screen. I don't know why. Anyway, we won't get into that. I've made sure that my screen is correct, but nonetheless. Your realm is the complete body of land and titles that you control. When domain is used, we are instead referring to the land that you own personally without vassals, which is the Mond. This is our personal domain, the Mond, here. Now, I don't know, I guess this is included, but this is another city, and there's a mayor there, as we saw in our other thing. There's a limit to how much land you can hold personally. Okay, so there is a demand, there is a limit, a domain limit. I did not know that. Is this domain? No. Where can I see my domain limit? Maybe it's under realm. Is this, did they show here? Domain? Oh, 1 of 6 holdings. Okay, so that's our limit. Okay, I'm okay with that. I understand, and I am ready to move forward. Managing a realm is a lot of work as a ruler. You have to help your council. Okay, these can be vassals or members of your court. Here's the council. Now here is our wife. She is, of course, on our council. Now here's this guy. Looks like a bishop. Okay. This is religious relations. Fabricate claim will be assigned to. Okay, I don't know about that. What's he do? Collect taxes! Go collect the taxes! Okay, let's continue on. Anyway, each of these guys appear to have certain things that they are in charge of doing. And he's a spy master. Okay. So as marshal, is he... Train commanders? Okay. This is the mayor. Okay. Alright, let's move on. Or at least yeah, it says mayor. Schemes are long-term goals aimed at another character. They can have hostile goals like murder or abduction, or be more wholesome, such as befriend, like to be friends with someone. So open the intrigue view. Inspect the schemes tab. Okay, we have no schemes going on. A good time to use a scheme, right? Quietly and with no witnesses. Now, if you're good at intrigue, you could actually, do some cool stuff. Open the council view, highlighted. Okay. Right click on your court chaplain. Okay. We want to sway. Attempt to sway him, improving his opinion of us. Okay, well this is kind of harmless if you're just trying to, 66% chance if it's... Okay, then he might think a little more of us. Oh, he doesn't think much of us right now. Well, we could stand to make that a little better. And it takes about 14 months. Okay, start the scheme. Open the intrigue view, highlighted. Inspect the schemes, which is right here. Okay. Okay. So it's going to take about 14 months. Hopefully that will work. I don't see any harm in that. Inspect the hooks and secrets. I'm not a good intrigue character. But it still may be worth doing. Okay, a weak hook, a hook I hold. I don't understand a hook I hold. What would I do with that? Can be used for a number of things. For example, you can increase the obligations set by the feudal contract you have with a feudal vassal. Go to your vassal list in the realm view or right-click his portrait. And it says modify the contract. Huh. I'm not going to do that right now. We're just going to let him alone. But I understand that that's a possibility. War is essential. Hold on. We're off in the ocean somewhere. War is essential. There are many concepts to cover. Let's touch briefly on them. Open the military highlighted view. Okay. You can raise your armies by hitting Raise All Armies. When a war's over, you have to disband your soldiers before starting another war. Oh. Rally points are mustering grounds. Okay. Let's see. To start a war, you'll need a legitimate reason. A casus belli against another ruler. You might have de jure titles that make you the rightful liege of your target. Or you could pursue holy wars against nearby infidels. Okay. Okay, the easiest way and most straightforward way to acquire claims is to use Fabricate Claim on County. And this is something your court chaplain sees to through one of his counselor tasks. Okay, alright, so that's the easiest way to be able to declare war on somebody. Okay. There are 5 different speeds available. Yes, I see that. I'm going to choose the slow speed. Okay. To start the ticking of time, unpause the game using the space bar or by clicking the play button. Okay. Okay. Now, as a first task, let's remind your neighbor, the Earl of Desmond, who his rightful liege is. If it happens to expand your realm, then so be it. Using the character interaction that we went over earlier and selecting him via the map, declare war on the ruler of Desmond. You should already have a valid, as his title is a de jure part of your realm. So we want to declare war now. Maybe I was in the wrong place. Hold on. How about if we do this? What if we click on this guy and then right click on him and then declare war? There we go. So see, we found him. We're going to declare war on him. Choose. Okay, this is de jure, so that's what we're going to choose. You gain the contested county. Declare war. What now? Now, as your first task. Okay, okay, wait. Let's say we understand. I think we have to raise our armies is the thing. Okay, you have successfully declared war. You should rally your armies. A button has appeared at the bottom of your screen to help you. Yay. Raise our armies. Alright, let's raise our armies. See our little army dude? Little dude right here, the first army. No, you'll have to unpause for your army to gather more than a handful of men. Leave it for a few days and the army will be at full strength. Okay, so let's do this. So we're on the 15th of September, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th. Let's go to the 20th. 20th of September, we'll pause. Let's say, I understand. Let's see what he wants us to do now. Move your army. Click on the army on the map. Okay, click on the army on the map and right click on the area you want them to go. Perhaps the enemy capital barony. So clicking on the armor on the on that. And it appears that this is the only thing I get. Or just right click there, it says. There we go. So it's going to come right after his guys. Okay. Now that your army is moving, it's probably heading into battle. Battles will happen automatically. Let's let him go. Oh, wedding celebration, of course. Oh, okay, it paused automatically because I have to make a decision. Our marriage is well within my right to collect a royal aid duty, but some consider it tasteless. I'll let my subjects enjoy the festivities without worry or care. That's what I would do. Because that's just the kind of guy I am. Why make people pay for the party? Let's see. So we're moving in time. Okay, we're moving in time, but our guys are not moving. Do you see that? You see my army? My army appears to be stuck. Oh, wait, there they go. Okay, so they finally made it down here. I don't know. Maybe that was just... Maybe it just takes that long for them to travel, so... But that was a long time. So now you're going to see the battle playing out down here. The outcome of the battle... I don't know why this is going up on my screen. Anyway, the outcome of the battle depends on a number of things. Number of levies, many arms, etc., etc. Terrain. Okay. I understand. Now I'm going to unpause this so that they can fight. Fight, fight, fight. I think for my purposes, this is probably more trouble than I want it to be. I mean, I'm just, you know, now, if you like this type of thing, there's nothing wrong with it. The game seems fine. To me, it just, oh my goodness, if I have to go through all of this. Now, I can speed this up, but I'm kind of waiting to see how this plays out. You notice we're gradually beating them down. They're taking a beating. We're finally going to win. We will kill you. Die. Okay, your army is attacking an enemy holding. Click the highlighted icon, the spearheads, to find out how it's going. You need to win sieges to win wars. Okay, so we need to click the fort. Oh, we've got a big siege, 10 months. Oh my goodness. It takes a few rounds of attack. The area will become occupied. You need to win sieges. Okay. To get an idea of who is winning in a war, you can always look at the war score in the lower right corner. That's here. Okay, so we're winning. At 100, you can force the other side to accept your peace offer. Conversely, they can force you to accept their peace offer. Yeah, if you lose, all wars end in victory, white peace, or defeat. Sometimes both sides will agree the war is no longer worth pursuing. Oh, okay. How long is this going to take? It says 10 months. Now, their guys ran off. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure this is correct. Seems weird that their guy would run away. Maybe they'll return for future battle. I don't know. But we're still laying at siege. Let's move this forward a little bit. Let's speed this up a little. Let's zoom back. Oh, they're going to fight me again? Okay, we're sieging still. So this is going to take time, and then they're going to bring in reinforcements. Okay, so they're bringing in some extra dudes again to harass us. Okay, I kind of get the idea. You're riling me, buddy. You're riling me. Alright, so 6 months left. We still got to maintain this siege. Sinful bishop exposed. Ooh. Is that in my thing? Is that in my realm? What does that mean for me? is he for me? He's unlanded. He's in someone else's court. Alright. I don't think that's my concern then. I think we're okay to move forward. Let's go. So I'm trying to get through this first little bit and see if we can win this siege, and then I'm probably done, because this is mind-boggling, too much stuff for me to have to learn and remember. I'm so bad. I admit it. I'm like, oh, it takes this long just to feel like you're starting to learn the game. This is more complicated than I want. I do prefer a game I can jump in and play a little easier. Like if at the end of this, I could do everything I needed to do and I knew exactly what to do and how to do it, I would be okay with that. And I think I know enough to stumble around, but I don't know if I know enough to really play the game well. So, but we'll see. We'll see. Look at this. Almost a whole year has gone on with us trying to get these rebellious people in line. Here we go. Da, da, da. Our war score is 100%. You are now able to enforce your demands by clicking the war score icon to open War View and then selecting the enforce demands at the bottom. You can also right click the enemy ruler and offer peace. Let's see. Let's do this. So I can enforce my demands. War started 11 months ago. It took almost a year. Alright, so we're going to enforce our demands. Now, becomes your vassal, allies share, increases his opinion of his allies based on their culture spends, you gain 40 fame, your allies share. Okay. Anything else? No? Okay, so let's enforce our demands. Congratulations on your victory. You have now experienced what you'd like to make it through an essential part of the game. The tutorial lessons end here. That's what I thought. We've pretty much done the tutorial. Oh, we captured someone. How interesting. Now, why does it look like a child? It looks like a poor little baby. It looks like a poor little kid. You know what I mean? Look at that. How old are they? 5? Oh, anyway. Alright, so we made it through the tutorial. That's good. So he is our vassal now. Hopefully he'll stay on the right and narrow. What now? There are many things you could do now that you have dipped your toes. If you want a suggestion, we recommend you try to become the king or queen of all Ireland. War is not the only way. Or you can click the current situation button up top to see if any of the items under suggestions or current situation strikes your fancy. Is that what this is? This is advice. Victory. Is this the current situation? You have 5 unread messages. Oh, let's see. Recruitment in arms. Powerful vassal expects a council position. Family members can get married. You can change somebody's contract. You can ransom. Oh, that's what it is. We're ransoming. Oh, I get you. That was a tradition back then that they did ransom people off. They did indeed. How's he doing? He's got his wife. She does not think a lot of us, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's go back to us. I think we're okay. Let's close this down for a minute. Let's try to ransoming this guy. He wants a seat on the council. Well, we could give him a seat on the council, I guess. What if we want a favor? Oh, he will not accept. He will not accept that. That's too bad. But he would do this. Alright. We will ransom. He wants a seat on the council. How would I add him to the council? Press to claim. We could do a sway. You can murder him. Well, that's mean, but you could do it. What's under more? Grant independence, retract? No. That would be helpful. Let's see if we can... Oh, we already have a scheme. Okay, we won't bother. Huh, how can we do that? Oh, I don't trust this guy. That's the problem. Yeah, he's arbitrary. Does his own thing. He has little regard for others. No, hold on. Let me think about that. Alright, anyway. So, I have a number of things to think about, and these are things that you could do, or you could just go on and do your own thing. So, it's something to think about. I'm not going to mess with that one guy. I might need a better favor from that in the future. Family members can get married. Who can get married? Oh, our half-brothers could get married. Well, that could be interesting, I suppose. So see, there's things you can do and things I haven't really thought of. My game is still paused right now. I don't know how to put that guy on the council. I don't know how to remove someone from the council, or do I need to remove anyone from the council? I don't know how that works. So... we have a hook. That's the guy we have a hook on. So anyway though, this is a very in-depth strategy game with a lot of stuff to do. I don't think it's really for me. I think it's would be more work than I would really want to go through. But it is a good game. Everything seems to work. We got through the tutorial. We did manage to consolidate our little kingdom. Let me see if I can close some of this out. I have a lot of stuff open. So we did manage to consolidate our little bit of Ireland here. So we have these 3 places that are ours now. I forgot to disband my army, didn't I? I think we need to... What do you need to do with it? We need to disband. Yes, y'all can return home. Thank you very much. So anyway, what about this? This is the Barony of Baltimore. I'm not really familiar with that. Nonetheless, so that's it for our game preview. Like I said, seems to work fine. Seems like a good game. It's not necessarily for me because there's just so much to do. There's so much to look at. Now they do give you a lot of little map views. And there's a lot of windows here, and then there's a lot you can do under your person, and there's a few things here that you can look at. So yeah, so it's a lot, and then you can get into some fights and some wars. That seemed a little to me. It just seemed a little, but it was okay. All right. So it depends on how you want to play and what you want to do. There are some fun things you can do, like you can, you know, you can ransom these guys off and stuff. So it's not terrible. Maybe I'll fool around with it more in the future. I don't know. But again, it just doesn't seem like it's really for me. It's not really quite what I would be looking for. So, alright. So, thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you later. Ooh, the fish man is wanting him some loving tonight. Look at that. That's why it was astoundingly awesome, Tails. Yes, that's because he just wants that girl right there. Attack of the fishmen. You know what kind of attack that's going to be. Oh, maybe I went too far with that.